Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Marcus, and I review stuff. Today I'm reviewing the song Ghost Love Score by Nightwish. This is from their live performance at Wacken 2013. I don't know if I said that right. But yeah, it's from that performance. So I've mentioned before in previous videos that I'm really going through my old requests and trying to knock those out first. But this is a more recent request, and I just had so many requests for Nightwish in general, and then for this song specifically, that I was like, you know what, I got to give the people what they want. Let's fast track this one a little bit. I'll take a break from my older requests and really fast track this one. So I'm really excited. Never heard anything from Nightwish before, but people have been blowing up in the comments saying, like, you got to listen to this band, you'll love them. They're fantastic. So high hopes going into this one, guys. Don't let me down. So as I mentioned, this does come as a request. So as always, if you would like to request something, please leave a comment down below, and I will be sure to get to it eventually. If I don't fast track them, it does take a while for me to get to your request, just because I do pride myself in reading every single comment on the channel and taking every single request. Honestly, the channel's gotten big enough. I'm still a very small channel, don't get me wrong, but the channel's gotten big enough where it's probably impossible for me to try to review every single song that comes across the comment section, but damn it if I'm not going to try. So anyway, Ghost Love Score, official live video, Nightwish. First listen to this band ever. Let's go. Okay. Okay.
Siren from the deep came to me, sang my name, my longing. Still I write my songs about the dream of mine, worth everything I may ever be. The child will be
Hey man, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I'm glad I got to see it live there. I think the live performance really boosted it for me. I just got to say, that singer, I'm in love, man. She won me over. One performance was all it took. Was she like an opera singer before starting a metal band? Like, man, she hit some notes that to me were just crazy. Not only that, like she had just this. I was kind of thinking like the same reason I praise someone like Jeff Buckley. She just had such great vocal control, such a richness to her voice, and she was able to just again really sound like an opera singer up there. But then she had these moments where she sounded like a metal singer too. I mean, it just sounded fantastic. She did a wonderful, wonderful job on the vocals. The instrumentation, man. You know, when the song first started, I was like, this sounds kind of cheesy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. I'm always honest on these. When it first started, I was like, man, this sounds really cheesy with like the organ and the drums. I was just like, like really, like this is a song that people were like, requesting. But then once the moment that those heavy guitars came in, I was like, okay, all right, I'm very comfortable here. This is a realm that I really like. So really throughout the song, I really enjoyed it. There was that little breakdown there where to me, it almost sounded like some Eye of the Tiger shit, like a Journey song. And I was like, whoa, that's a big thing to me. They changed up their sound a couple of times throughout the song. Again, that kind of cheesy part to me at the very beginning, but then the heavy part into the Eye of the Tiger part, and it just they switched it up so many times that it really didn't give you any time to rest on one particular style, which I kind of like, because there were a couple times in there where I was like, man, this sounds kind of cheesy. I don't know if I like it, but they switched it up quick enough that I was like, okay, this part I do like, and there were a lot more parts that I liked versus parts that I didn't like. So really had a great time listening to this one, any cheesiness notwithstanding. So anyway, let's break down the song like we always do. Let's start with those lyrics. So I'll read the information it has here. Ghost Love Score is one of Nightwish's longest and most remarkable songs. It establishes the climax of the album Once, which was recorded amidst rising tension in the band. Their disagreements about the future of their music eventually led the band to replace Tarja Turunen, Nightwish's lead vocalist at the time, in 2005. The lyrics of Ghost Love Score are about a failed relationship. The narrator seems to cherish the early times of that relation, even if later it fell apart because of the lovers' divergences. It has been suggested that the song's failed relationship is one between Tuomas Halopainen, wow, interesting name, Halopainen, Nightwish's keyboardist, songwriter, and leader, and Tarja Turunen, and that it is not a romantic love relation, but instead a friendship that was destroyed by the band's intrigues. Interesting. So, with that in mind, I'd be happy to break down the song lyrically now. So, we used to swim in the same moonlit waters, oceans away from the wakeful day. My fall will be for you. My love will be in you. If you be the one to cut me, I'll bleed forever. Wow, that's powerful. Be for you. My fall will be for you. My love will be in you. If you be the one to cut me, I'll bleed forever. Scent of the sea before the waking of the world brings me to thee into the blue memory. So, one thing that really hooked me into this song was sort of the epic sounding side of it. And I mean epic isn't like an epic adventure or epic fantasy, not the internet bastardized version of the word epic. Like, I do mean like epic. And even the writing really reflects that, I feel like. Even hell, they use the word thee, brings me to thee. My fall will be for you. My love will be in you. If you be the one to cut me, I'll bleed forever. Into blue memory, a siren from the deep came to me, sang my name, my longing. Still I write my songs about that dream of mine, worth everything I may ever be. The child will be born again, that siren carried him to me, first of them true loves, singing on the shoulders of an angel, without care for love and loss. Bring me home or leave me, be my love in the dark heart of the night. I have lost the path before me, the one behind will lead me. I can kind of see how it's about what that information that I read, little tidbit I read, about a failed relationship, especially between two friends, the discontent within the band. Although I do feel like some of it maybe is lost in the fantastical whimsy of the lyric writing, but, it's there, I guess. Bring me home or leave me be, my love in the dark heart of the night. I have lost the path before me, the one behind will lead me. Take me, cure me, kill me, bring me home every way, every day. Just another loop in the hangman's noose. Take me, cure me, kill me, bring me home every way, every day. I keep on watching us sleep. Relive the old sin of Adam and Eve, of you and me. Forgive the adoring beast. Redeem me into childhood. Show me myself without the shell. Like the advent of May, I'll be there when you say, time to never hold our love. My fall will be for you, my love will be in you. You were the one to cut me, so I'll bleed forever. Yeah, that's really where the betrayal comes in. And I guess a betrayal between such two close friends would definitely leave someone sort of feeling that wound forever. Yeah, and that's basically how the song ends. So, yeah, lyrically very interesting. Again, very fantastical and whimsical in nature. Very epic in scale, I feel like. I do like their writing style. I think there's place for that, especially in this sort of symphonic metal that they have here. So, lyrically, I don't really have any complaints with that. It was very interesting. I don't know if I would have really known what it was about without that little piece of information that I had read before I read the lyrics. So I think maybe it suffers there a little bit, but regardless, I still really enjoyed what I heard lyrically. I give it 2 thumbs up. Instrumentally, I mentioned at the end of the song, I love the heavy guitar, heavy drumming throughout. To me, that was the big part of it. And with the organ, at parts it was cheesy, at parts it really worked for me. To me, at the very beginning, I was like, it's a little cheesy. I'm not really into it yet. But again, once those heavy metal guitars hit, I was like, okay, I'm comfortable. I'm home. I know this area, basically. But then, when they jumped into that, like, almost Journey, Eye of the Tiger sounding part, and I actually really liked that part, too. I was like, whoa, what a transition. What a cool thing to switch up the style to. And then they got into, like, this weird, like, Pirates of the Caribbean sounding shit. And that, I was like, not really feeling that part either. It really did sound like almost like a cheesy action movie score, and so I was like, not really feeling that. But then they immediately hit me with some more heavy guitars, and I was back into it. So, like I said, right when the song ended, there were some parts that really took me out of it, and I was like, it's a little cheesy. But those parts were honestly few and far between. I feel like I'm complaining about it a lot more than it really affected me. It were just some small parts that really stood out to me a lot. But overall, the entire song was very enjoyable. Again, I love the heaviness of the guitars, love the heaviness of it overall. And just there were a lot of really cool instrumental parts where I was just like, whoa, I was blown away by the transitions that they were throwing in there. They did switch up their style a couple times. I was blown away just by some of the instrumentation in general. I think the part that really took the cake for me and the part that really has solidified this as a really great song for me is the singer's voice. I'm not sure. I think I read that they had replaced the original singer. So whoever this woman is, she did a fantastic job. Again, I feel like she was probably an opera singer before this because she was just hitting notes and singing in a way that was just so beautiful and lovely. Such a deep richness to her voice. Again, vocal control was fantastic. There was a part where I think it was there towards the end where she just held that note, and I was like, whoa, I've seen people like Jeff Buckley or Miles Kennedy do something like that, and I'm like, wow, man, like, how do they even do that? I saw her do it, and I was like, same thing. I was like, how does she even do that? I can't even imagine holding such an intense note for so long. Man, it was fantastic. Her performance throughout was great. She really won me over. Out of anything in the song, like regardless of any cheesiness I might have perceived, whatever, she won me over. So I'm going to come back to this band for sure, even if it is just to listen to her voice. Man, she knocked it out of the park. So instrumentally, I'll give it like a 1.5 thumbs. I'm taking off that half thumb for just like, some of that cheesiness that I didn't quite like. Obviously, it wasn't enough to really bring the song down as a whole, but it was enough to be a little distracting for me and really take me out of the music at some parts. So, 1.5 thumbs seems fair. I don't know. And then as far as replay value goes, I want to hear the studio version of this. I wonder if some of that cheesiness is maybe just part of a live performance. Or maybe on a second listen, some of that cheesiness will actually turn into appreciation. I'll be like, okay, you know what? I actually really enjoy what they did here. So, to be fair, there's been songs on the channel that I didn't really enjoy the first time that I really love now. I can think of the Smiths. I Know It's Over. I actually didn't even like that song the first time I heard it, and now I love it. It's probably one of my most played Smith songs. For this song, I really did enjoy it, and so I'm wondering if upon further listens, my enjoyment will continue to increase, or if I'll kind of just stay the same. With all that being said, I think this does have some high replay value for me. There were a lot of really great parts, like I said, the heaviness of the instrumentation. Hell, the lead singer, although to be fair, if this was a different lead singer at the time, I'm wondering if I will be as enthralled listening to the studio version, or if they maybe have a more updated version with this particular lead singer, but we'll kind of have to see. So for me, the replay value is still very high. I definitely want to hear it again. I definitely want to continue listening to it and pick out all the different parts. And the heavy instrumentation in the singer's voice is going to keep me coming back. I give it 2 thumbs up for replay value. So overall, I really did enjoy this song. Again, I know in most of my reviews, I don't really have too many nitpicks, and so it seems like when I do, it seems like it's over the top, but I really did enjoy this song. Thank you so much for the request. I do have plenty more requests from this band, Nightwish, so you'll definitely see them again on the channel. Again, I'm trying to get through all of my older requests first, but if the support for this band is overwhelming, then, you know, I'll give the people what they want. We'll fast track another one. We'll see. So that's it for now. If you enjoyed the music, I'll check to see if they're on Spotify. If they are, you'll definitely find them in my Spotify playlist. It's down in the description below. It has every single song I've heard so far on my channel. If you want to support me, just all the normal stuff you do on YouTube, like and subscribe and comment. Thank you so much for your time. Hope you're staying safe and healthy. Hope to see you in the next video.